Sri Ashok Kumar Mukherjee. So, as you all have rightly understood why we are here, let's start today's yoga, which will be guided by Miss Manpreet Kaur. She is a trained yoga practitioner pursuing PG in yoga and naturopathy. Ma'am is currently working in sales and marketing department for an MNC and is also pursuing post-graduation in international business. She regularly conducts yoga sessions for elderly people and parents of children with disabilities. One of the most interesting facts about Ma'am, which I would like to mention, is that when she is not studying or working, we would usually find her with mat practicing different asanas. Probably this is the prominent reason we have the privilege to have her with us to practice some yoga. So now, without wasting time, I would like to ask Ma'am to take over.
Thank you for that brief introduction, Sakshi. Uh, it's my privilege to be here at D.Y. Patil College, and I would really like to thank Miss Pooja, Miss Rashmi, and my dear friend Sparsh for inviting me over for this session today. Well, somebody beautifully said that yoga is a gateway of happiness that everybody needs in daily life. That being said, yoga is an ancient practice which involves physical postures, concentration, and deep breathing exercises. Every year on June 21, we celebrate the International Yoga Day. And as Sakshi rightly mentioned, the proposal of celebrating International Yoga Day was put forth by our beloved Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, in September 2014 at the United Nations General Assembly. And in December 2014, the United Nations General Assembly accepted his suggestion and declared June 21 as the International Yoga Day. Now, why everybody would wonder why is it celebrated on June 21st? Well, just to make you all aware, June 21 is noted to be the biggest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. And that's the reason we celebrate the International Yoga Day on June 21. Now, every year we celebrate the International Yoga Day with a theme. And the theme for the International Yoga Day 2021 is Yoga for Well-Being. Now, the theme is very relevant in today's time, considering the fact that we are in the middle of a pandemic. We are dealing with COVID crisis today, and that actually promotes the idea of doing yoga for wellness, which means we have to promote the idea of spreading awareness about yoga and practicing it daily in our homes with our family. So without any further ado, let's get on to it. And we are going to start with the 21 protocols of yoga, which are generally practiced worldwide on the occasion of International Yoga Day. I would request everybody to kindly put on their videos if that's possible for y'all. I mean, that could give me a better view of, doing it together. If that's possible and you guys are comfortable with it, you can do that. And I also request you to be in a comfortable position in a well-lit area so that we can get into it. I could give you 2 minutes to set up your cameras if you could do so. All right. All right, are we all set? I want you guys to probably have a mat or a thick blanket, whichever is convenient for you. If you are comfortable on the bare floor, it's fine, but I would recommend you to have something under yourself. All right, let's get on to it. As I mentioned, we would be performing the standard 21 protocols of yoga, which are performed globally today. So let's get on to it. I would request everybody to kindly stand. All right. The first asana is Tadasana. You have to stand in a comfortable position. Stretch your hands up, straight, and balance for 15 seconds. All right. Hold. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Tadasana helps you to improve your posture and it also helps you to elongate your spinal cord. Alright. Let's move on to the next asana. It's called the Vrikshasana or the tree pose, wherein you take your right leg up to your thigh, your right leg up to your thigh, your toes facing downwards and your heel facing upwards, and you slowly take your hands up in a namaskar pose. Okay? Stretch your body up, try to balance and focus. Hold this pose for 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax yourself. Take your leg down slowly. We'll do it to the other side as well. Take your left leg up the same way. Your heels facing downwards. Your heel facing upwards and your toes facing downwards. Stretch your hands up in a namaskar pose and stretch your body. The tree pose actually helps you with your balance and stimulation. It helps you with focus and concentration as well. And hold this for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down slowly. Relax. We move on to the next asana, which is Pada Hastasana, which is basically a forward bending pose. Now you have to spread your legs at the level of your shoulders. Stretch your hands up. Stretch as much as you can. Hold and go down just as straight as possible. Try to touch the floor if possible and look down. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come up. Slowly. Alright. Now to counter the forward bend, we would do a backward bend. It's called the Ardha Chakrasana. For the people who are not able to perform the entire Chakrasana or the back bend, this is a variant wherein you can take a support of your hands to support your spine. Keep it this way so that it supports your spine and then perform the back bend. Okay? Take a deep breath and bend backwards. And hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Come back to the normal position. Can somebody probably give me a confirmation that I clearly audible and visible to everybody from a distance?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for that confirmation. Now we move on to the seating exercises. I want everybody to be seated on their mats, probably. Okay. We now sit in a Vajrasana, wherein your hips would be resting on your heels. Okay. Your hips would be resting on your heels, just like that. Alright. Hold this posture for 15 seconds. Stay there for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So Vajrasana is an asana that you can actually practice every single day after having your meals. For the fact that this asana helps you with digestion, stomach disorders or imbalances. There's a variant to this as well. You have to be seated in the Vajrasana, stretch your hands up and go down. Try to touch your forehead and your chin to the floor. And hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back slowly. Relax. Again, to counter the forward stretch, we would be doing a backward stretch called the Ustrasana. You have to stand on your knees apart at your shoulder level distance. Your knees open wide apart at the shoulder level distance. Again, you can take a support of your hands to go back. If not, you can directly put your hands on your ankle and bend back. Alright. Hold this pose for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back normally and relax. Alright. We move on to the 9th protocol, which is the Shashankasana. You again have to be seated in a Vajrasana. Your hips resting on your heels again. But in this pose, you'll have to open up your knees. Alright? Open up your knees, your hips resting on your heels. And again, stretch your hands up. Go down straight. And try to touch your forehead and your nose and your chin to the floor. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Relax and come back. Stay there in the same position. Your knees wide open. And now your right hand goes back. The right hand goes back and then the left hand overlaps it. Alright? Hold this posture for more 15 seconds. This posture actually helps improve the functioning of your pancreas. Alright? Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Release your hands and come back to a normal sitting position. Okay? Relax yourself. Take deep breaths and try to normalize your breathing. And then we move on to the next exercise. Okay, let's move on to the 11th protocol, which is Vakrasana. You have to spread your legs straight. Alright. Your spine straight, looking forward. Bend your right knee first. Bend your right knee, bring it close to your chest. Perfect. Your right hand behind your hips. And your left hand near your right foot. Try to look back, your chin resting on your shoulder, and hold the pose for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your neck back, release your left hand and slowly your right hand. Okay, let's do it on the other side. Bend your left knee, bring it close to your chest. Your left hand behind your hips and your right hand near your foot. Try to look back and hold the pose for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the posture and come back to the normal position. Vakrasana actually helps open up your shoulders and it also helps with you with your belly fat reduction. Alright. Now let's move on to the next protocol or the next asana. It's called the Makrasana, wherein you have to lie on your stomach. Okay. Please lie down on your mats on your stomach. Okay. Your hands in front of your chin, alright, and sleep facing on either of the sides. Okay. This posture actually helps you to relax all the stress, anxiety, and the pain that you have in your body after doing any chronic exercises. Relax for 15 seconds. Be there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's move on to the next exercise, which is Bhujangasana, wherein you have to keep your hands near your chest. Okay? Keep your hands near your chest. Your chin, chest, stomach and pelvic go up together. Okay? Look up and hold your posture for 15 to 30 seconds. Hold it. Hold it for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down and relax. Relax yourself for a minute and then we move on to the next set of asanas. Okay, we move on. Stay lying on your stomach. Stay there. Your hands under your thighs. Okay, you have to place your hands under your thighs. Look in front and try to raise your legs as high as possible. This pose actually helps you with stomach disorders, increasing your lower back flexibility. It tries to make your wrist more flexible as well. Hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. We move on to the next asana. It's called the Setu Bandhasana, for which you will have to lie down on your back first. Please lie down on your back. Okay. With your hands, first bend your knees. With your hands, try to put your knees or your ankles. Okay, whichever is convenient. Try to hold your ankles and then put your chest up a little and hold this posture for 15 to 30 seconds. It is actually a very therapeutic posture which helps you relieve the stress and anxiety and could be practiced regularly as well. Hold there for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down, relax yourself and release the posture. Okay? Stay there. You can stay there and relax. Moving on to the next asana, which is called the Uttan Padasana, which is basically a raised leg pose. You again have to lie down on your back. To give yourself a support, you can keep your hands under your hips or near your hips. Alright? And then you have to raise your legs just as straight as possible till 60 degrees. And hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Relax and stay there. Stay in the same position. We do the same posture in a different form of asana. Your legs coming up to 90 degrees. Okay? Just as straight as possible at 90 degrees. Hands down to support and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Both these exercises or asanas actually help you to engage your core, make your core stronger, and it also helps in reducing belly fat. Okay? Alright, moving on to the next asana, which is called the Pavan Muktasana, for which again you'll have to lie down on your back. Okay? Bend your knees, bring it close to your chest, just as much as possible. Hold it tight and try to touch your chin to your knee. Okay? Hold there for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the posture and relax. We move on to Shavasana, which actually marks to be the closure of all the asanas, wherein you have to open up your legs, open up your hands facing upwards, close your eyes, and just focus on your breathing. Focus on your breathing and relax for 1 minute. Just stay there, relax for a bit, for a minute. Just focus on your breathing. Every muscle of your body, from the hair of your head till the toes, should be relaxed. Just calm yourself down, take deep breaths. Focus on how you are breathing in and breathing out. Just try to calm yourself down as much as possible. And now slowly move to your right side and get up slowly. Turn to your right and get up slowly. Relax yourself. Come back to your mat and sit down in any comfortable position. It could be a cross-legged position, Vajrasana, or if you could do the Padmasana, that is crossing your legs above each other, whichever pose is comfortable for you, so that we can move on to the pranayam for the day. Okay? Please be seated in a comfortable position. And now we start with Kapalbhati, which means 1 second, 1 stroke. Basically, you have to breathe in once and you just have to keep exhaling every second with 1 stroke. Alright. Take a deep breath. and just keep exhaling. All right. Make sure when you exhale, you're tucking your tummy in just as much as possible. All right. Go. Just when you feel that you are tired, you can stop the practice and keep breathing normally. All right. Okay. Let's do it one more time and let's do it together now. Take a deep breath and start the practice. Okay. Relax yourself. Breathe normally. Okay. We move on to the last protocol, the 21st protocol for the day, which is Anulom Vilom. You have to take your right hand, okay? You have to shut your index finger. Okay, you have to hold your index finger and keep the rest open. You shut your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in from the left nostril. Shut the left nostril with your ring finger. Open up the thumb and exhale. Okay. Breathe in from the same side then. Shut the right nostril. Open up the left nostril and exhale. Breathe in from the same side. Shut the left nostril. Open up your right nostril and exhale. And repeat the practice for at least 10 times. You can all do it on your own speed. Just make sure you're keeping the speed constant. Okay? Relax yourself. Keep your eyes shut. Focus on your breathing. Try to normalize your breath. Just inhale and exhale normally. Just be there, focus. Now slowly rub your hands. Place them on your eyes. And slowly open your eyes. That's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed doing the asanas, the 21 protocols of yoga on the occasion of International Yoga Day. I hope that you all would be leading a healthy and a prosperous life, and I hope you all are doing safe. And I would recommend everybody to practice yoga regularly, and not just practice it yourself, but also encourage everybody around you to do it as well. Thank you. I hope you all enjoy it.
Thank you, ma'am. Session was definitely created enthusiasm in our DYPINs. Hope you all will continue yoga daily and meet soon with increased flexibility. Thank you, dear friends and respected teachers, for your valuable presence. Thank you all.